If you're one of the 70% of Americans who struggle to fall asleep and stay asleep, then this video is for you. Today I'm sharing with you all kinds of tips about how to go to sleep quickly and stay asleep the whole night so that you can be happy and well rested. Often what keeps us up at night is our to-do list, all the things that we need to get done or the projects we're working on or things that we're planning for the future. So one way to combat this is to have a pen and paper on your nightstand, and before you go to sleep, you sit and you jot down all the things that are on your mind. It could be your grocery list. It could be that you're planning a birthday party. It could be just all the things you need to get done for the week. If I don't do this before I go to bed, it plays over and over and over in my brain like a bad movie, and it irritates the heck out of me. So I make sure to do this every night before I go to sleep so that I'm not kept awake thinking about these same things on repeat. Of course, you could use your phone or your iPad to write these things down, but as I'm sure you probably already know, being on your screens before bed is not a good idea if you struggle with sleep issues. By the way, I created a little cheat sheet for you with all of these tips on it so you have a visual for later and you don't forget. And I'm going to link that down below in the description box so you can download it. That's got to be worth a thumbs up, right? Just like when you're a little kid, as you get to a certain age, it's a good idea not to drink too much before bed. Experts recommend that you curb your drinking at least 2 hours before you go to bed, but that's up to 6 hours when it comes to caffeinated drinks or alcohol. Another sleep tip that goes back to our childhood, just like the liquid intake, is having a bedtime routine. This signals to our body that it's time to relax and let all the cares go away from the day and just be able to rest. So when we're kids, what does this look like? Well, when you're a little kid, it looks like having a bath, brushing your teeth, getting in your PJs, maybe reading a story, and even saying a prayer. This really helps prime our mind and our body for sleep. So as adults, what do our bedtime routines look like? Well, it might look a little different for everyone. For me, mine involves doing my brain dump because that is the most important thing, and then writing in my planner for the next day so that I'm not thinking about those things either. I brush my teeth, I wash and moisturize my face, our family reads scriptures together and says a prayer, and we go to sleep. Or most nights, I spend a little bit of time reading a book. Your routine might look totally different. It could be things like meditating, reading, taking a warm bath or shower, listening to relaxing music, or whatever it is that makes you feel calm and relaxed and tells your body it is time to gear down for the day. It's really hard to sleep if it's too hot, too cold, too bright, or if you can hear a distracting noise like your fan is squeaking or the dog is barking outside. I sleep best when it's dark and quiet, which means I pull down my blinds every night. We close our bathroom door because there's a nightlight in there. Usually the fan is on. Make sure the temperature is right for you to sleep and you have the proper PJs on for the weather. Or maybe none at all, depending on how hot it is. Maybe the reason you're having trouble sleeping is because your bed is too hard or too soft. Maybe your pillow's not the right one, or maybe your blankets are scratchy, or they're just not comfortable to you in one way or another. So consider changing out some of those things in your room. Now I know not everyone can go out and buy a brand new bed. They're not exactly cheap. But if your bed is too hard, for example, or even too soft, you can look on Amazon and find all kinds of mattress toppers that can help with this problem. We added a mattress topper just like this one that I'm showing you from Amazon to our kids' beds a number of years ago because their beds were kind of getting a little worn out, but we couldn't afford to buy brand new ones, and they worked great in the interim. Something I changed about 6 months ago is I moved one of our dogs' kennels out of the bedroom. Why? Because every time she made the teeniest, tiniest motion to readjust herself or snored, yes, you snore. You do. You snore pretty badly. It keeps me awake. She would wake me up. So I moved her kennel somewhere else and have her sleeping there instead, and it has helped so much. So while it may not be popular, kids and dogs and cats don't belong in the bedroom. Put them in their own bedroom or in a separate room so that you can get a good night's sleep. Hey, if you're not sleeping so well, you might also be feeling really stressed. So make sure you check out my other video on your way out. It's Feeling Overwhelmed, 8 Tips to Beat Stress. I think it'll help you. Ella and I are going to say goodnight. Sweet dreams.